Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily EV and green energy news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Thursday, February 4th. Elon Musk's Boring Company is moving forward with negotiations on a new loop project in Los Angeles. Last year, the Boring Company submitted a loop project to link Rancho Cucamonga with Ontario International Airport in the Greater LA region. San Bernardino County, which is overseeing the project, has been so impressed by the company's proposal that they have dropped studies about other transportation options and instead focused only on the loop. Now the San Bernardino County Transportation Authority has voted this week to negotiate the details of the project. The loop is expected to cost $85 million, a fraction of the first suggested solution, which was a rail project. There's currently no clear timeline for it, but it should come out of the new negotiations with the Boring Company, which is just now finalizing its first full-scale commercial loop down in Las Vegas. Tesla appears to already be taking deliveries of quite a big order of robots for the Model Y production at Gigafactory Texas. In mid-2020, Tesla announced a deal to build a brand new factory in Austin, where they bought a 2,000-acre piece of land. While we've seen a lot of progress on the construction side of things, building structures and actually deploying production capacity are very different things. But now YouTube channel Terrafactory Texas has flown over the plant this week and spotted Tesla unloading what look like a lot of robots. Most of Tesla's production lines require hundreds of robots, and the automaker has been known to use both KUKA and FANUC robots. This is actually a good sign that Tesla is getting ready to start building its production lines for the Model Y. It could take a few months before they're able to get vehicles out of the factory at this point. Tesla Model 3 is the best-selling electric car in the world, and no other vehicle comes close. EV Sales Blogspot, which has been tracking electric vehicle sales worldwide for a long time, released its global 2020 sales reports. The Tesla Model 3 tops the chart at 12% market share, with the next available model being the Chinese-made Wuling Hongguang Mini at 4%, a difference that amounts to almost 250,000 vehicles by the numbers. With Model Y production still ramping up in 2020, Tesla recently starting production of the electric SUV at Gigafactory Shanghai and plans to start the production at Gigafactory Texas later this year, it is likely that the Model Y will become the next best-selling electric vehicle in 2021. Tesla has released a new video of one of its new Gigapress casting machines in action, producing a giant single-piece rear body casting for the Model Y. Going from 70 parts to just one giant part has greatly simplified Tesla's body production line, removing the need for around 300 robots, according to CEO Elon Musk. Tesla's next step is going to produce the front underbody of the chassis using the same process and link it to the back with a new structural battery pack. The first pictures of Volkswagen's upcoming ID.6 electric SUV have leaked, giving us the first look at the production version of the German automaker's next electric vehicle. The ID.6 will be the next VW electric car based on the MEB platform. It's expected to be based on the ID Rooms, which was a concept unveiled back in 2019. By the way, that's ID ROOMZZ, so I'm guessing I'm pronouncing it right when I say Rooms. Today, the first pictures of the production version of the ID.6 leaked, with a filing for the Chinese government. It's considerably larger than the ID.4 crossover and may even have room for a third-row seat. You can check out the pictures on our site, electrek.co. Ford announced today that it plans to almost double its electric vehicle investment to $22 billion through 2025, raising the stakes in the race for electrification. During its fourth quarter 2020 earnings result, Ford CEO Jim Farley made the announcement, which specifically calls for an increase of planned investments in electric and autonomous vehicles to $29 billion through 2025. The vast majority of it, $22 billion, will go to electric vehicles. Regarding electrification, the CEO claimed that Ford is, quote, all in and will not cede ground to anyone. We expect further announcements to follow since Ford is currently only selling a single all-electric vehicle, and it has only officially revealed two more programs, the Ford F-150 electric and the E-Transit electric van. In a collaborative post with Fully Charged, Elliot Richards takes a tour of a city with 22,000 electric taxis and 16,000 electric buses. Shenzhen, China is a shining example of what is possible when it comes to electrifying land-based public transportation. Elliot got to see behind the scenes, including all of the data on screen, tracking metrics like income and punctuality in real time. Unsurprisingly, the electric buses and the electric taxis have proven incredibly popular with drivers who cited the vehicles are easier to drive, quieter, and without emissions, making them healthier too. You can check out the video on our site, electrek.co. And in Electrek's Green Energy Brief, New York City's iconic Empire State Building and other buildings in the owner's portfolio are now powered entirely by wind, making it the U.S.'s largest real estate user of 100% renewable energy. The Empire State Realty Trust has made a deal to purchase wind power from renewable energy provider Green Mountain Energy and Direct Energy. The 3-year contract started on January 1st and will provide around 300 million kilowatt hours of electricity for the Trust's 10 million square foot portfolio. Buildings generate more than 2/3 of New York City's carbon emissions, so it's a significant step forward in renewables. According to a Morgan Stanley report released this week, coal will be replaced largely by renewables, which will supply 39% of U.S. electricity in 2030 and 55% of electricity in the year 2035. The banking giant predicts that coal is on track to disappear from the U.S. power grid by the year 2033. This is because of a growing number of states that are requiring utilities to eliminate carbon emissions. The California Department of Transportation, or Caltrans, has installed 22 new EV fast charging stations at 9 locations throughout the state. They're located along several highways throughout Central California to the Los Angeles County border. And the best part? They are free with no time limit. District 7 Director Tony Taveras, whose district includes Los Angeles and Ventura counties, said, quote, "With 4 new EV chargers at the Tejon Pass rest area on Interstate 5 and 18 others staggered approximately 40 miles apart, Caltrans has reduced recharging concerns for plug-in EV drivers on long-distance trips through the Central Valley." And finally, in Electrek's personal mobility coverage, Revel has announced plans to build DC fast-charging stations known as Revel Super Hubs. The move sees Revel beginning to expand its core business strategy beyond electric moped sharing. The company operates a fleet of 5,000 electric mopeds in a handful of cities across the U.S., including New York City, Miami, Washington, D.C., and the San Francisco Bay Area. Now the car-centered Super Hub chargers, the company claims, can provide an electric car with 100 miles of range in under 20 minutes, compatible with any make or model. Revel's first Super Hub will be installed at the site of the former Pfizer building in the Williamsburg neighborhood of Brooklyn, and it will host a total of 30 chargers. Radpower Bikes has announced a large funding round that will see $150 million added to their books. Radpower Bikes is the largest e-bike company in the U.S., with sales figures estimated to have topped 100,000 e-bikes and growing rapidly. The $150 million represents a minority investment from a series of partners, including Counterpoint Global, Fidelity Management and Research Company, the Rise Fund, the Global Impact Investing Platform managed by TPG, and funds from accounts advised by T. Rowe Price & Associates. Radpower is expected to use the new funding to reinvest in maintaining its market dominance through further innovations in e-bike models, as well as by scaling the company's retail presence and service offerings. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. We also have an audio version on your favorite podcast player. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.